Hey everyone! This is a raspberry cheesecake that looks indulgent and tastes decadent and asks almost nothing of you. No baking, no sugar, no complication. Just a creamy, fresh filling, cocoa biscuit base, and a sharp raspberry finish that feels far more luxurious than the effort it requires. If you ever thought that refined desserts are difficult, this one gently proves otherwise. Let's get to it. Here I have 150 grams of cocoa biscuits, they're sugar-free and store-bought, that I'm grinding to a fine crumb with a blender. This takes no longer than a few seconds. And then it's time to add 75 grams of melted butter. Just make sure it isn't warm. Run the blender again, briefly, and then take the lid off and mix the biscuits with a teaspoon. This final step ensures that all the biscuit crumbs are evenly coated with butter. Now get the buttered crumbs into an 18cm cake ring that's lined with acetate. Mine is adjustable and I'll link to it in the description below, but a springform pan does the trick as well. Now loosely level the biscuits with a teaspoon and then switch to a flat glass or a small food press to really compact the biscuits into a solid base for your cake. Refrigerate the biscuit base until we make the filling. To set the filling, you're gonna need 4 gelatin sheets. Hydrate them in ice-cold water. Putting the sheets individually in the water ensures that they don't stick to each other. This way, they'll hydrate properly. In my mixing bowl, I have 300 grams of cream cheese and 200 grams of whipping cream, and they've both been sitting at room temperature for half an hour. After mixing them with a whisk, I switch to a silicone spatula to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl and ensure that the mixture is smooth and homogeneous. In my heat-proof bowl, I have 120 grams of raspberry puree, and to it I'm adding 5 grams of lemon juice. After mixing the two, I'm adding 100 grams of erythritol. Mix very well and then take the bowl to the microwave. Heat the puree in short intervals. The goal is to reach approximately 60 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, I know that the erythritol has completely dissolved, and I can add the gelatin. Squeeze out the excess water and add the gelatin sheets to the warm puree. Stir well, and you'll notice that the puree becomes very shiny and glossy. And now, to bring down the temperature of the puree, add a generous dollop of cream cheese mixture to it and whisk it in. At first it's gonna be lumpy, but then it turns into this beautiful deep pink mixture that you can add all at once to the cream cheese mixture. I prefer to mix it with the whisk until it's homogeneous, but when it's done, I always like to finish off with a silicone spatula to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl. And now, it's time to get the cold biscuit base out of the fridge and pour this beautiful pink delight right over it. In the meanwhile, you can hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Very gently tapping the spatula on the surface of the filling will level it. And now, shake the platter to make the bigger air bubbles rise to the surface and use a toothpick to pop them. The no-bake raspberry cheesecake needs 6 hours in the fridge to set. And after 6 hours, the cake is completely set, so you can take it out of the ring. Gently loosen it and lift it away. And then simply peel away the acetate. Let's enjoy this together. The cake is ready to eat as such, but I wanted a little more. So I'm covering the entire surface of the cake with unsweetened raspberry puree. After covering the entire surface, I'm adding more raspberry puree, but I'm leaving the outer ring without this extra layer. The thin outer layer is there to glue this finely chopped sugar-free dark chocolate. Now brush off the excess chocolate and your cake is done. How cute is that? My no-bake raspberry cheesecake slices easily. It's creamy and indulgent and packed with that intense raspberry flavor. Let me know in the comments below how it turned out for you. Enjoy! See you next time, dessert lovers!